Hello everyone, I hope everyone's having a good day today. In this video I want to show y'all how I build Anubis. Now I use this build for Anubis with just about any game mode and it has yet to dissatisfy me, so I want to share this with y'all so that y'all can go try it out for yourselves, see how you like it, maybe even switch up some of the items that y'all like running with just to see how they fit in with this. But I'm going to show y'all which items I have here, and then I'm going to go back and discuss my selection process on how I decide what to get and when to get it throughout the game, just depending on how the game is going. So, start off with, let me tell you what we have. The first item is Shoe of the Magi. Next item is Bancroft's Talon. Then you've got Kronos' Pendant, Spear of the Magus, Void Stone, Jade Emperor's Crown, Typhon's Fang, Elixir of Speed, and Divine Ruin. So let me talk to you about this build real quick. The first thing you always want to get is Shoe of the Magi. That's a given. The next thing I typically go with is the Talon. Reason being is it does give you a little bit of life steal, which I find to be a very big necessity when playing Anubis, is to have that life steal. But it also gives you a pretty good bit of magical power and some mana to start off with. The next item you want to get is the Spear of the Magus. Reason being is it gives you that magical penetration, as well as it's going to give you some more magical power. So up front, early game, you're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you're still going to have a little bit of life steal too, so you'll be able to compete in early game pretty well against the enemy gods. Next thing I would go for is Kronos' Pendant. That's going to give you the cooldown reduction that you'll need to be able to get your abilities off pretty quickly with Anubis. This is good for this god just because it'll allow you to get in and out quickly, preventing any chances of taking too much damage. When you're running away, being able to turn around and throw a couple of abilities at the enemies is always very beneficial. So that's never bad to go ahead and get. So once you get this starter row out of the way, then you want to move to the core row, where I have more of the items that you're going to choose based on how the game is playing out. So to start off with, if the enemy team is building a lot of magical defense, what you want to get is the Void Stone. That's going to reduce their magical protection by 15 for any units in 55, any enemies in 55 units of you. So that's good to have. It's going to give you a little bit more magical power as well, and a little bit of health. Another reason you would want to go for Void Stone is if there's another mage that's on the other team that's also doing pretty good damage. If you're competing with another mage like that, this will give you magical protection as well. So that's always good to have. If you don't need that item yet, then I would go with Typhon's Fang. This is going to give you more magical power, more magical life steal, and mana. You're practically going to be able to heal yourself with having Typhon's Fang and Bancroft's Talon. You really won't have to go back to the tower other than to buy more items. So that'll be really good. Next, after that item, if you haven't gotten Void Stone, or if you did get Void Stone, you're going to be picking out the other two items, whichever two you didn't choose. This one I have here is for physical protection. It also reduces physical power by enemy gods by 30 if they're within 55 units. It'll give you a little bit of health and a little bit of magical power. So if you are going up against some pretty strong physical power enemies, you might want to think about going with this. If not, definitely go with the Void Stone. Go ahead and get that magical protection, as well as increasing your magical power by reducing their protection. So that's good to have. Next, what you're going to do is, once you get 1500, go ahead and buy the Elixir of Speed. And you can go ahead and use it if you want. It's really not going to show much of effect until you go to sell your shoes. So when you build up a little bit more, sell your shoes. You'll still have your speed buff because of the Elixir of Speed. And now you've got an extra space to buy one of the other two items. So if you feel like you need this physical protection, go ahead and get it. If you're not really having any trouble against the physical gods on the other team, then go with Divine Ruin. What that's going to do is give you a lot more magical power and magical penetration. And if the enemy gods are building any kind of healing, this will kind of deflect that too by 40%. So that's always good to have. So that's basically it, guys. And just feel free to throw some different things in there, test it out with some of the things you like to run. But go ahead and give this a try, and let me know how it goes. And I appreciate y'all watching this video. I hope y'all enjoyed this. Come look at my page. I've got some other videos on there, and I'm going to try to keep posting as much as I can. But y'all go enjoy this, and hope y'all have fun playing the game.